Hey, hope you're doing well. Steve Burke here. It's going to be a short video talking about a new instrument that I got. This is called a mandola, and people who play the mandolin are probably familiar with this instrument because this instrument is in the mandolin family of instruments. Mandolin is sort of the violin of the mandolin family, and this instrument, the mandola, is the viola of the mandolin family. It's tuned a bit lower than a mandolin. The mandolin is a fifth higher than this instrument. Now, this instrument in particular, I think, has a really wonderful warm sound. This is made by Eastman, but it's a replica of an instrument that was made in the 20s and 30s, and maybe even a little bit earlier, by a company called Lion and Healy. This is modeled after what's called their Style A mandola. And you can see it's got some beautiful details. It's got a scroll headstock, 2-point body, kind of a smaller oval hole with the fingerboard sticking out over it. And yeah, it's just a very resonant, beautiful sound. This instrument's called the DGM3, and it was made in collaboration with David Grisman. He's of course one of the best mandolin players who's ever lived, but he's also sort of a historian, and he plays a lot of historic instruments. And this is one of the instruments that he plays, or this is modeled after one of his instruments that he really loves. For me, I've really responded to the sound of it. It's got a very resonant, sort of woody, earthy kind of sound. It's sort of a mix between a mandolin and a guitar. This low C string makes quite a difference. To be a little bit more specific, so these three highest strings are equal to the lowest three strings on a mandolin. And a mandolin would have a high E string, and this has a low C string. So one of the cool things about the mandola is that a lot of the geometry and the fingerings are the same between the mandolin and the mandola. Of course, the notes are different on the fretboard, but because if you play mandolin, you're familiar with these three strings, it's not too much of a challenge to just add this low C string and learn these notes here. But all of your movable shapes apply. So instead of being an A, this would be an A on the mandolin. It's a D, because our root here is down here in the D. Likewise, we have all of our open strings as well, so our typical G shape now actually becomes a C shape, and our open C shape is now an F shape. Okay. Likewise, this D shape becomes a G. So it'll take a little while to sort of reprogram your mind to think of this as G if you play a lot of mandolin. But it's not too hard, and once you get the hang of it, it becomes a little bit easier. I've been playing this instrument for a couple of weeks, and I already feel like I've gotten a lot better at it just from playing it a lot and trying to put songs that I know in the mandolin onto this. So that's it. That's my Eastman DGM3 mandola. Beautiful instrument. If you find a good deal on one, I'd recommend snatching it up. All right, see you in the next one. Thanks a lot.